Hey YouTube, what is going on? It is Jax here back with another video, and I know the question that you guys are asking, what the heck is that on your profile, dude? What are you playing? And I will tell you, I am playing a beautiful deck that I'm going to be showing you in today's video. So, I was just scrolling through Twitter, I was tilted, I didn't really want to play because I was bored of losing. Not bored, I was mad at losing. And I saw my friend Kale, who has a YouTube channel that I will link in the description, but he played this deck and pushed a lot of trophies with it. And I was like, well, why don't we do that? I'm tilted anyway, might as well have some fun while I'm down here. And then I ended up pushing as well. I went from like top 2100 to like top 1k with like a few losses. This deck was just so much fun, and I had a lot of success with it. So we'll go ahead and hop into some of the replays with it so you guys can maybe get an idea of how to play it. Sorry about the lag, my phone has been incredibly laggy as of late, so fingers crossed. You guys will probably be seeing this a couple of days after Christmas, so Merry Christmas if you guys celebrated that, or whatever holiday you do celebrate. But we will hopefully have our new phone pretty soon, because my birthday is only like 2 weeks after Christmas, something about that. So, into the first replay here against Clapix, who's playing 2.6, and I wasn't sure if I remembered. I feel like I sent the Goblin email. No, I just knew this guy. I didn't know he was playing 2.6 though. So, we go for a Pekka, and he's going to go ahead and get one Hog Rider shot. A little bit delayed there, but we have the Magic Archer selected. So when you go for a Pekka against 2.6, you can't support the Pekka. You have to just let the Pekka die, because if you support, then you're not going to have enough elixir to defend the Hog Rider. Basically, as soon as the Musketeer comes across, you just need to play something on top of her, or cycle when you hit 10 elixir. You see how I didn't even try to break this Pekka through? It won't work. Against a good 2.6 player, you are never ever going to get this Pekka through. So he's just going to go ahead and fireball the Magic Archer. I'm fine with that. Royal Ghost will now go ahead and two-shot the Musketeer and still go invisible. I go for a Bandit to support it because I thought I could help break the Royal Ghost through. Maybe at least catch him if he tried to surround with the skeletons, but we don't end up doing so. So that's going to be a little bit unfortunate. We do have a slight elixir lead, but again, not even going to try and follow it up because it's just not going to work. There's no way to break through this deck in early. So we go for Ewiz. We play the Ewiz before the Dark Prince so that the Ewiz will be back in my rotation faster so that I can go ahead and counter. Because I need Pekka or I need Ewiz. Either way, those are the only two cards that are even going to help me counter it for no hits. Pekka will counter it for no hits if you play it fast enough. Ewiz, you have to combo with one other card. Luckily, you have Minions, Dark Prince, Magic Archer, not Magic Archer. Yeah, actually Magic Archer. If you need to do a Magic Archer, you can. But you have Minions, Ghost, Dark Prince, and Bandit. All of those with the Ewiz will allow him for no hits. So you just need to keep the Pekka, the Ewiz, and enough 7 elixir in hand at all times. So Ghost is going to come in, and he's a bit low. Like, he has a really awkward hand here, so he's going to have to just let the Ghost connect, and then he's going to have to let the, he's going to fireball the Magic Archer. So I just go in for a Bandit in the back, knowing we're up quite a bit of elixir, and then I decide, okay, now's the time to go a bit aggressive. No fireball, only one log, so we're just going to force out the cannon. He's going to go in for the log on the battle ram, and he's going to hit the nice timing, but we're able to go ahead and try and spam our way through. Nice protection of the cannon, and then skeletons pull back the minions, and that's going to be a defense for him, but we do have enough elixir to counter any Hog Rider he's going to throw at us. So I go for a Ghost to get ready for this Musketeer, and then we're going to go for the Pekka as well once he Hog Riders. And what this is going to do is that Pekka placement is going to allow the Hog Rider to get trapped, but also prevent the Ghost from getting Ice Speared. That wasn't completely intentional, but I did have like the inkling of that thought in my head. So he's going to go for another Musketeer. And I know I don't really have much of a choice of it. Like, if I spam into it, I'm just screwed anyway. So he's going to go in for the Ice Spear to pull the Bandit back. Nice play by him. And this is a really nice defense by our opponent. So I panic Ghost here up at the top, but the log does hit it. And unfortunately, the Musketeer is going to go ahead and kill this Ewiz, but we do kill the Musketeer with the Ghost. And at this point, I know, he goes in for the Musketeer, and I know I have to Pekka. I don't have to Pekka yet. I can't Pekka yet because he's going to be able to just attack and then kill the Pekka completely at the bridge with the Musketeer. So we're able to go in for a side Magic Archer, force out the Fireball. Ice Golem's up as well, and he's going to end up logging, I think. So we go for the Dark Prince just to kill this Musketeer, and at this point I know he can't attack for a while. He's going to have to kill the Dark Prince. He's probably not going to want a Musketeer quite yet. So we go for the Pekka. This is like the one big chance we have to start up a huge push, and that is basically the only way we have any hope of winning this matchup. So I know he's going to want to Fireball the Magic Archer, and I know my Minions and Ewiz can get value. He wastes the log, which means he can't immediately kill this Ewiz, and so I go in for the Magic Archer on top of the Ice Golem to get damage, and we keep our Ewas alive. Unfortunately, though, he's going to be able to defend, but he doesn't do it very cleanly. He ends up wasting the Ice Golem. Bandit's actually still alive. She's going to go ahead and dash onto the cannon and then onto the tower. So I know that was not a good defense on his end. He's definitely down quite a bit of elixir. I go for the Ghost knowing he's going to log that Dark Prince back. We just want to kill this Musketeer, and now he still has to respond to both of those units, and they'll be able to kill a Hog Rider if he uses it. So Dark Prince charges onto the Ice Spirit, which may seem small, but it just really helps it, because now he had to use the skeletons. So he's going to go for the Ice Golem. I'm going to go for the Battle Ram. Again, he wastes the log, so he can't immediately kill the Ewas. This time he's going to be a little bit smarter, and he's going to go for a Fireball on the Ewas. But the Bandit's up high, and the Ghost is right there to help out with everything. Ewa's still alive. He has to cycle another log. Now the Bandit is just going to go to work. This is Bandit Show right here. She goes ahead and kills the second cannon. He doesn't have any cannons back. We're going to just go ahead and start spamming. We go for a Ghost in the opposite lane of the Battle Ram. We don't want to give the cannon too much value. Bandit dashes through the log. Bandit's going to dash onto the tower. Now everything's invisible. He has to Fireball the Barbs. We have an Ewas and a Magic Archer and a Ghost all in that lane. Ghost is on the tower. He's finally going to be able to play something on top of the Ghost. Actually, he's not even going to be able to. He still has to defend. We're able to go in for the Ewas. Magic Archer finally dies, but the Bandit's going in, and the Ewas is going to get on tower. So I continue the pressure. Ewas is being tanked for by the King Tower activated Bandit. We get this tower down to 457, and then the Battle Ram connects to the cannon. 457, 521. We basically took both of those towers with the one push. Bard or something got a hit over there, and he just gives up and gives us the win. So that was a little difficult to commentate, but the just insane amount of spam and amount of spam troops and the Bandit. The Bandit MVP of the match. The bugged Bandit actually is really good on offense with that like ultra dash ability, and she just goes completely invisible. So yeah, very solid victory against 2.6 right there. So you guys can see this guy's deck is insane. He's playing like Pekka E-barbs Wizard. He has Poison, Zap, and NATO, which is a lot of spells, and it's going to be really good against us because Wizard's going to get a ton of value with no big spell for me to kill it, which kind of sucks. It definitely does make decks like 2.6 or this that rely on a lot of support units that die to spells. It does make that a lot harder. So he's going to hold the Pekka, and then he goes for the Pekka in the back. First play, look at my hand, there is no sign of my Pekka. So I go for the Ghost Battle Ram, knowing that he's probably got Tornado. Most classic Pekka Bridgespam players do not like to Pekka first play. It is just not a good play. It's like Golem first play. Super risky. Wizard gets a ton of value though, and now our Pekka's like our 8th card, 7th or 8th card I believe. So I just go for the Magic Archer behind the King Tower, and he's going to go in for the E-Barb. So I wait for the Wizard to lock on, and then I go for the Ewas as well, just to make sure we kill it. Because like I pull everything back, and then the minions are going to go ahead and go to town. He's not going to be able to really do anything about those minions without overcommitting too much. He doesn't go for the Ewas. Pekka does get one shot, and the E-Barbs did do a bit of damage, but he only gets a little bit of damage on the King Tower, and I'm fine taking that. So we go in for the Bandit in the left lane, and he's just only going to be able to afford an Ewas on the right, and we do end up killing it. And he does go for the Zap, so I'm fine with that, because now we can just go for a Ghost in the Bandit, and that's going to go ahead and kill the Bandit, leave our Ghost full HP, pressure his tower. Ghost off to that side will get a hit before they can NATO it to King Tower, and he does eventually NATO it to King Tower, but now knowing that his hand is so heavy, you can see, I knew he only had like the cards that he used in that first pushback in hand. No Ewas, we just go ahead and take the tower with the Battle Ram. That's going to reset us a little bit, and we're actually in the damage lead by quite a bit, over 1,000 damage from that Dark Prince push on the right, but he is going to be up quite a bit of elixir. I need to be very careful here, because this deck is definitely one of the more scary ones to defend. Pekka E-barbs, the amount of DPS there, it's like trying to, like, I don't even know. There's no exaggeration to how much DPS that is. So he's going to have the Ewas, and he's going to go in for like an Ewas and E-barbs right here, and that's going to be a nice play on his end. I go for the Magic Archer to begin aligning. He's going to go for the late E-barbs. I knew he was going to E-barb, so I go for the Dark Prince. We're going to get some tankage on top of the E-barbs, and Magic Archer is going to go ahead and kill the Ewas through its chain attack. So I go for the Ghost right there, and then I also Ewas off to the side, because one Ewas bolt plus the Ewas spawn plus one zap from the Ewas, and then as well the 2 hits from the Royal Ghost that will kill the Wizard. However, the Ewas shot and the Ghost alone, 2 Ghost hits alone don't kill it, which sucks. But luckily our minions do stay alive. 1 minion stays alive, clutching up that defense, and now we're down 1 elixir. We definitely got the better of that interaction, protecting our Ewas up high on the map just like that. It was a very nice sequence there. So he's going to go ahead and split E-barbs behind his King Tower, I believe. And he does bleed quite a bit of elixir, so I go for the Ghost to help support the Pekka, and then I go for the Bandit, just because I wanted to keep my Dark Prince in case he did anything. So I go for the Magic Archer right there. He's going to Tornado everything in, but that's fine by me. We mostly kill off everything over there. And Pekka does not, unfortunately, get the last hit on his Pekka, so we have to go for the Dark Prince, but I'm honestly not altogether that worried. We cycle a bit faster than this guy. You can see his deck is so heavy. So I go for the Dark Prince. It's going to go ahead and kill off the Bandit, as well as the E-barb, and now he's going to cycle. So I know he played the E-wiz to cycle to his Pekka, and I want to make sure he can't just Pekka and get value and start up a big counter push. So we go for the Battle Ram here, and our Pekka's doing a nice job, and the Ghost and the Dark Prince are going to get quite a bit of damage done. So we go for Magic Archer towards the Pekka. I don't want to go towards the E-barbs, because I know I can just counter the E-barbs with the Dark Prince, but Magic Archer, but E-wiz behind a Pekka is going to be a lot harder to defend. So E-wiz is going to basically get just tagged up by the entire Marcher there. So I go for the Bandit. We have to retank for those E-barbs. A nice Tornado. I was expecting that, but there wasn't really anything I could do. So we go for the Battle Ram to support the Magic Archer, and then a Ghost to get on top of the E-wiz. Go ahead and try and kill this E-wiz ASAP and get our stuff to the tower. So I'm trying to force out the Wizard here, or at least a lot of elixir, so that I can go ahead and just play quick minions on top. So I go for the Dark Prince, and then I go for the minions, knowing he doesn't have the Wizard quite yet. He does not Wizard immediately, which would have been very helpful for him, so we just end up getting the Pekka down. So that's one of the big things, like, if you face like a Pekka mirror matchup with this deck or something, it's going to be very, very easy to get a lot of value, because you can just spam all you want in the other lane when they Pekka, and they can't punish you because you can just go for minions, and they have to spend way too much elixir. So we're going to answer his Pekka with a Pekka of our own. Magic Archer, I just know from a lot of experience, if he let that Magic Archer keep walking forward, it would have gotten a hit. So I would have started hitting the Pekka. Magic Archer is going to get on the first E-barb though, and I play for the Battle Ram to try and protect the Magic Archer. I realized a bit too late that was not a good play. However, the Battle Ram barbs are going to tank for quite a bit, and he's going to cycle to another Pekka. So I kind of just have to take the reset here. We're down 300 damage with no big spell. So he's going to, I go in for the Bandit here. He goes in for a Tornado to try and pull it back, but the Magic Archer kills. We're able to go in for the Pekka over there. He's going to poison our tower to try and get the damage. We go for a Magic Archer, try and get damage on the Bandit. We don't, unfortunately, do it. Magic Archer gets one shot, gets two shot, and the Barb gets one hit at 0 seconds. That game was deceptively close. I thought I was going to win that for, like, eventually breakthrough, but we barely won. 56 HP on the tower through the tiebreaker. That was really, really close. That was a very stressful game. So we do end up walking away with the dub, however, and the next game I'm going to show, the last game of the video. Ooh, my camera's out of focus. Hello. Focus. There it goes. Focus. I don't know why it's having trouble with that. Let me clean that off real quick. Oh, I think I just made it dirtier. Oh, no, guys. I'm sorry. All right. We'll fix that after this video, and we'll go in for the next. It'll be fixed for the next video, so we're going to go against CHN here from Kingdom PR, playing Classic Lava Tombstone. And that is going to be one of the tougher matchups for this deck, because you have nothing. You have no spells. They have all the spells. They can kill all the support troops. Skeleton Dragons or Mega Minion can easily wipe out the minions, and that's like the only thing you've got going for you in that matchup. So he's going to be playing the Tombstone. I almost said Tombstone, like Morton. You guys know how Morton says Tombstone? He doesn't say it. He says like Tombstone or something like that. I like how he says it though. It's kind of interesting. So we just go ahead and cycle the Ghost in the back first play. He's going to go for a Tombstone, and I go for the Magic Archer, not all the way at the bridge, because I don't want Magic Archer to be too exposed, but like I also want him to start hopefully getting some value. So he goes for Skeleton Dragons, and thinking I'm playing the classic version of the deck, he goes in for a Balloon over here, but nope. That is where surprise factor of having no spells and minions comes in. He's going to give me the King Laugh, and I feel no sympathy. You are a silly lava player. I do not like lava players. So we go in for the Dark Prince to support the minions. He's going to go in for a nice Mega Minion, but 2 minion shots equivalates to zap damage, and that's going to mean no Mega Minion hits on tower. So we just get a bunch of free damage there, which is really important. Getting the towers down. If we can just get one tower down, but also hold him. Like, if we can get one tower down and a lot of damage on the other, that's how we're going to be able to win this matchup. You're not going to win this matchup by defending them push for push. You're going to have to try and take more than they get. Every time they push, they're going to have to spend a lot of elixir, but it's almost guaranteed to take your tower with any Pekka Bridgespam variation. So you just have to be very careful. So he's going to go in for the Skeleton Dragons. I'm going to go for a high Magic Archer, but I'm not going to support this Battle Ram an insane amount. And Magic Archer is going to get a lot of value. He's going to end up going for the Zap just to make sure the Battle Ram doesn't charge, which is a good play on his end. We only get one Barb Shot. Actually, we get no Barb Shots, but I go for the Bandit and the other lane. I don't want to give him too much Fireball value. And then we go for the Dark Prince, knowing he's going to have to try and like play the guards there. So Unfortunately, Dark Prince does charge the other lane, and it's going to attract the tower, but he's going to end up ignoring everything, and that was a lot of elixir he just saved too. He's going to go for a Lava Hound in front of the Mega Minion. That's definitely the right play on his end. I go for the Battle Ram. I know he's going to have enough for a Tombstone, but I just had to do it. Like, I needed to play something to fix my cycle. So I'm going to wait for the Mega Minion to lock onto the tower, and then double elixir hits, and he's going to go in for the Prediction Fireball. There's a nice Prediction Fireball on his end. I wasn't prepared for that, but I just wanted to play the minions first because the Ewis is really valuable. So the Ewis gets 2 Mega Minion shots, but a quick Dark Prince to the other lane is going to keep those Skeleton Dragons from getting value on the Ewis. I go for a Bandit a little bit late. I don't know why that was late. I should have just played her on time there. But now this is where this game gets scary. Go for the Magic Archer in the middle, and I was like, all right, we might need to give up this tower, but then I was like, wait, he's going to be easily able to defend for the rest of the game if I give up the tower, so we cannot afford to give up the tower. So we go for the Ewis late. Magic Archer gets all the value we need, and we save the tower. Both of his towers at 1,000 or so. So go for the Bandit, try and predict this Tombstone. He's going to go in for the Skeleton Dragons as well, which is a nice play on his end. And then unfortunately we lose the Ghost to 1 Skeleton, but the Ghost is going to get back on tower. The guards are coming in, and now look at his cycle. It's a little bit awkward. He's going to go in for the Balloon at 0, and this is just going to be the classic base race. Tombstone's coming in, but Tombstone's going to be just a bit late. Battle Ram connects. We need 1 Barb hit and a Magic Archer shot. Magic Archer cleans up the Tombstone. Barb gets a hit, and I say thanks. We're going to hit him with some of the King laughs because I know he's King laughs. So yeah, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this deck. Sorry about the face cam at the end. I will clean that off for the next video and make sure it can focus. So I will see you all in the next video. Hope you guys have a great rest of your holidays, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.